So let me ask you something and be honest with yourself. Do you really value your time? I mean, we all say we do, right? It's the right thing to say. But if that was actually true, would we really spend so many hours on things that, when you look back, just don't matter? Just think about it for a second. How many hours slip through our fingers scrolling through our phones? How many times do we put off something important, telling ourselves that famous, comfortable lie, I'll start tomorrow? It's this strange paradox we all live with. And today, we're gonna try and figure out why. And here's the hard truth at the center of it all. You can lose money and you can make it back. You can lose a job and you can find a new one. But a single moment, once it's gone forever. There's no getting it back. And that one simple fact sets the stage for a really powerful story. Let's go to a small town where a father watched his son just waste day after day. But instead of giving him another lecture that would go in one ear and out the other, he handed him something totally unexpected, an old watch, and a question that was about to change everything. I mean, these two were living in completely different worlds, right under the same roof. You had the father, up before the sun, diligent, finding real meaning in a hard day's work. And then there was the son, who lived by a totally different code. His mantra was simple. There's still plenty of time. He lived his life like the world would just wait for him to get ready. Now, this is what's so smart about the father's approach. He could have yelled, he could have lectured, but he knew something really profound. Advice? It just goes in the ears. But real, true wisdom, that stuff only sinks in when a person's heart is finally ready to hear it. So he didn't give a speech, he created an experience. He gives his son this old watch and a pretty simple task. Go to the market and find out what people will pay for it. And the son comes back with a few different offers. A cloth merchant said 500 rupees, a grocer offered 800, and a utensil seller went up to 1,000. To the boy, this was just an object with a price that changed a little bit. Easy enough. But this was only part one of the lesson. The very next day, the father sends him right back to that same market with that same watch, but with a totally different question. A question so bizarre, the boy himself didn't even get it. He was told to ask, "What is the price of the time inside the watch?" And you can just imagine the reaction. It was immediate. The first merchant he asked just laughed in his face. The price of time? What kind of nonsense is that? He basically got shooed away like he was a prankster. He kept trying, but everywhere he went, it was the same story. Confusion, more laughter, and some people just got plain annoyed. They waved him off, telling him to stop wasting their time with his silly question. The irony, it was completely lost on them, but not for much longer. And this is the turning point. As he's walking through the market with all that laughter echoing around him, he feels that heat rising in his face. For the very first time, this boy, who had wasted so much of his own time without a single thought, felt the sting of shame. And it's a feeling we all know, right? That moment you realize you've been avoiding a difficult truth about yourself. Just when he was about to give up and go home, he wandered into a quiet little watch repair shop. He decided to ask his question one last time. And the old watchmaker, he didn't laugh. He just looked at the boy, and with this incredible sense of understanding, he gave him the answer that would change his life. A watch can have a price, sure, but the time inside is priceless. The watchmaker broke it down for him. Look, if you lose your money, you can always earn more. If a farmer's crops die, well, they can be planted again next year. But if one single hour of your life slips by, can anyone on earth, for any amount of money, buy it back for you? Nope, not even for 1 second. And that lesson from the watchmaker, it wasn't just for the boy. It's really for all of us. Because that thing he called priceless, time, it's the one thing in the entire universe that's handed out with perfect, absolute equality. This is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, young or old, every single one of us on this planet gets the exact same amount. 24 hours. No one gets an extra second, and no one gets a second less. So here's the big question, right? If we all get the same 24 hours, what creates that massive gap between success and failure? It's not really luck. It's not even just raw talent. It's how we choose to spend those hours. One person invests them, builds a future. Another person just lets them disappear. Time has this amazing dual nature. The bad part? It never ever stops. It just keeps ticking forward, whether you're ready for it or not. But the good part, the really empowering part, is that you always get to choose what to do with it. Okay, so how do we get from just understanding all this to actually living it? How do we take this powerful realization and turn it into real, meaningful action in our own lives? Well, the story shows us the way. Remember, the father couldn't just force his son to be wise. The boy had to go out there, face the laughter, feel that confusion, and arrive at the answer himself. And that's how real change works for all of us. It's not because someone tells you to change, it's because you finally see the truth for yourself. And the change in the boy was incredible. He started waking up earlier. He actually started helping out. He learned to work with care and focus. And he discovered something amazing, that discipline didn't feel like a prison. It actually brought him peace. And that honest effort, it gave him a sense of pride he'd never felt before. So what can you do starting right now? First off, start small. Don't try to change your whole life by tomorrow morning. Just wake up a little earlier. Spend 1 less hour scrolling. Second, do a quick time audit. Look back at your week and be brutally honest with yourself. How many hours went into things that added zero value to your growth or your happiness? And finally, this one is huge. End the tomorrow habit. Because those little delays, they quietly become habits. And those habits are what end up shaping a directionless life. In the end, we've all heard the saying, time is money, but that doesn't even begin to cover it. Your time is your life. It is the very currency you are spending, second by second. So respect it, because it is, without a doubt, the most valuable thing you will ever own.